This is Awards Buzz here discussing the Oscar shortlisted short film Pantyhose. How are you today?
I'm very good. Actually, the last few days, me and my girlfriend we're in the middle of a move, like we're moving to a new apartment. So it has been quite uh, hectic and busy last few days, but it has been very fun.
I thought you were going to say you've been fighting the last few days about something like,
No, no, no.
well, I watch a lot of these short films with my wife, and this was one I happened to watch on my own, and I said, you should watch this, which was obviously a risk because there's a lot of humor to be found, but also some serious undercurrents. So, can you tell me about the inspiration for this film?
Well, the initial idea for the short film came when me and my girlfriend we were going to attend a gala and and I was standing in the hallway, and we were about to be late, and I remember standing at the hallway, and I was like getting really frustrated because my girlfriend was like she was busy doing something else, and then I thought to myself, this moment could be a short film. So a few days later, I called the co-writer and also actor in the film, Sampa Batal, who plays the man in the film, and I pitched him the idea, and luckily he got really excited, and then we one night we just started writing, and we initially thought that the film would be like a screwball comedy. But when we were writing it, we started to discover that actually what this film is about is these two people's relationship. So in the beginning, it is you sort of expect it to be a comedy, but then it sort of turns into a drama about these two people. So that got us really excited about the film.
Do you feel concerned at all that you only captured the male perspective, or you feel like you pretty did a pretty good job of getting the relationship as a whole?
I feel that for me, without spoiling the ending, when the film ends, I'm not thinking about the male at all. I'm only thinking about the female, because I sort of feel, even though it is the male's perspective in a sense, I feel it's more the female story. Um, and I think that without spoiling anything, at the middle of the film, there is like a twist when we sort of change perspective, and you sort of start to feel that, wait a minute, this is not fun at all, what they're going through.
I do think there are so many great relatable moments, even in such a short film like this, like, oh, you started doing the dishes, I'm gonna go do something else because you're doing them. And that is absolutely something I can relate to. So I feel like I imagine that at any screenings of this film, people are laughing for a good portion of this film. But is there anything based on where you've shown it that seems culturally specific, like anything that didn't land in a particular place that might have surprised you?
Well, the film has been working around the world, but what was really interesting to notice that in Japan, where this was screened in Short Shorts Film Festival, where it became qualified for the Academy Awards, I noticed that because I went to a lot of screening, I noticed that the Japanese audience, they weren't like they didn't like laugh to other comedies, even though they may find it funny. They seemed a bit more reserved, like they didn't clap between the screenings. Like I'm used to clap and laugh really hard and show my emotions, but during our screening, I noticed them like they were like a little bit giggling, and I thought, okay, that's a big success. That means like they liked the film. And I remember like at the end of the film, there were like people pointing at, oh, like it sort of got a big reaction, even though like maybe in the States it would feel like a small reaction. But I was really happy in Japan that it felt like they really embraced the film there.
Anything very surprising about how anyone else reacted to it that you just caught you off guard?
The thing that's really interesting about this film in particular, like it feels like it's very divided that how people feel about the ending. Like it feels like half of the people think that the ending is like very hopeful and happy, and then the other half thinks it's very sad and toxic. And I find that really fascinating how it's so divided in this film. And I feel as a filmmaker, sometimes people ask me like, will they stay together, these two characters? But I feel very strongly as a filmmaker. I don't want to give the answers because the films I really enjoy are usually the ones when they don't answer all the questions. So I really think it's up to the audience what they think the ending is about, or how these two characters relationship is going to continue. But that has been to me the most surprising, how divided people regard the ending. Like, is it happy or is it a sad ending?
Do you think couples should see this film together, or is it better the way that I unintentionally did it?
I don't think there are no wrong ways to watch a film, but I would recommend to watch it with your partner if possible, because I think it would be more fun watching it with somebody. It was really fun when before we made this film, I showed this screenplay to my girlfriend just to see how she reacts, and she laughed a lot because there are a few quotes from her in that film. So I was a bit nervous how she would react to it, but she really liked the film and liked the script and liked the film, and so that was a relief.
Well, I know that when shorts are successful, there's always a conversation, however brief, about the idea of the feature. I'm sure you have plenty of scenes and fights that didn't make it a cut here, but I also feel like it does work as a short and might be a little much as a feature. Have you thought about this at all?
We did think about it at some point, like, should this be a feature film? And it could work, but I feel very strongly, as you said, I think this worked so well as a short film. Like, why make it into a feature? But there has been some sequel ideas, like where else could these characters be in? And there are sometimes moments when I think, okay, this could be like a sequel, like at the I don't know what they're called in English, but like perfume stores, those, or like clothing stores. Those have been moments when I have been thinking this could be a sequel to this kind of to this like kind of similar situation.
Well, until that point, do you have other projects in the works that you can share?
I'm developing at this moment feature films. They're all like comedies because I really like comedies. I also like dramas, but I feel like it's so magical when you're in a movie theater and you're watching a comedy and you like the audience are reacting together to the film. So at the moment I'm concentrating on comedies. So comedy feature films, that's what I'm working on right now.
Well, before I let you go, is there a film, whether it's a short or a feature, that you've seen recently that is really sticking with you and impacting you?
I have now seen twice One Battle After Another. I think that's perfect kind of film that I would love to make. It is about really serious subjects and themes, but wow, it is entertaining and absurd and it's really unexpected. So One Battle After Another. I know a lot of people have seen it, but if you haven't seen it, I recommend it highly. It's very, very good.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for your time, and I wish you best of luck. Looking forward to seeing these comedies in the future.
Thank you so much. It was a big pleasure to talk to you.